We make the streams louder.
How is it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Man, it's been a minute since I've done a video. I do apologise for that. Unfortunately, I've been working at my full-time job a lot, so getting a chance to make content and stuff has been really difficult. But today we're doing a video. Woohoo! So yeah, today I'm going to be installing an airtec stage 2 intercooler. Now, this is the one thing that has been preventing me from upping the power on the car to an extent, going from a stage 1 map to a stage 2 map. So I will put the differences on the graphs from Dream Science on the screen here somewhere. As you can see, the lower line is the current map I'm running, and the next line up, that is the mod C map. So that is the one I'm going to be running. And then obviously once I've got a downpipe, actuator and recirc, I will be able to up the power again to mod X. But until then, obviously I'm just running mod C. So I thought I'd just, bring you guys along for the journey, as I always do, in installing an airtec stage 2 intercooler. If you guys ever think about doing one, there are quite a few videos on how-tos. So I'll do a little bit like a bit of a walkthrough, but I won't go into anything mad. I'm just on my way now up to Ash from Masters Mods, as he's kindly offered to help. So happy days. So I will get back to you once I'm there. Right then, we have arrived. The main man there, look. Obviously the first step is, it's always known, jack up your car, so we get access to all the festivities that are underneath that. And yeah, so can't be bothered, but it's gonna be worth it, isn't it? It's gonna be worth it. Right then, first step, guys, obviously you need to take this cover off, which is held on by these little push rivet things. I can't remember what they're called, plastic push things. And obviously then as well, you can't really see it, but you've got under trays under here, so we're going to take all that off as well, which are held on by little Torx T20s, I think, if memory serves me right. So we'll do that now, and then get back to you. Right then, took the front of the grill off. That was a bit of a headache. He's building aftermarket grills, he's on the sports, but we got there in the end. Obviously all the under trays off as well. So the next port of call, we need to get these like scoopy things out, and I'm pretty sure they're held on with something. Yeah, there's like a bolt down here somewhere, so I'll let you know once we've got it off. Right then, these corner cover things are out. They're actually held in with T30 bolts. As you can see, they're not the best, but luckily they all came out. And at the bottom there's like these little push clip things. I broke mine, but they're not going back in anyway, so it's irrelevant. So right next, you've got your boost hoses, which is one here and one just around there. So we'll crack them off now, and then we should be ready to unbolt it from underneath. Right then, that's cracked. I've took that boost over off completely. I reckon it's going to be easier once we take the intercooler off to pull it out of the hose rather, because it's quite sturdy there, so you're not going to be able to move it much. And oddly, what's really weird on these? That's your map sensor there. How mad's that? Your map sensor is literally full intercooler. That's something I've never seen before. But yeah, anyway. Right, next we need to undo these here. These look like Torx, and they look like really rusty. So whether they come out or not, that is a good question. We shall find out, guys. We shall find out. Right then, first problem I've got, if you go, you can't really see it, but the bolts are no longer bolts. They're spherical blobs of rust. So I don't know how to get these out. The drill might have to make an appearance. Right then, the drills had to come out. Actually drilling them out for me, because I snap drill bits when I drill stuff. So leave it to the main man here. Right, the bolts are out now. There's nothing really holding it on. So from what I've found out, the intercooler like lifts up out of like a hanging bracket. Yeah. So we're gonna give that a go now and see if that works. Right then, we are out. It was not really dramatic. See these little hooks here? You can see them. You sort of like pull it up. This one was a bit more of a headache to pull off to get it out. So I can imagine trying to get it back in is going to be a bit of a headache. But hey-o. So yeah, that's the stock intercooler there, and this is the new baby. That's you. and that's the man she told you not to worry about. So, but yeah, shout out to Craig Littlehales for this, absolute legend, mate. But you can see the difference is absolute madness. It reminds me of the Corsa, because the Corsa was sort of a similar thing. If you've upgraded an intercooler on a Corsa, you know exactly what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know how, like Ash has said, how this provides enough sufficient cooling to do anything. But yeah, you can just madness, absolute madness. Right, let's get it back in. Right, before we can refit the new one, we need to take the horns off, because the horns go on there. So, because with them in the way, the intercooler won't fit. So there's a bolt in the middle. It feels like a bolt, so that's always a good thing. Maybe a 10mm, I reckon. Possibly, maybe. We'll find out. So get them off, and then should be ready to fit the new one. Obviously, you got brackets and stuff you need to fit on, all bits and pieces and buffers and all the good stuff. We're in, kinda. Obviously, just got to put that side boost pipe it's a bit of a pig getting it on. So you doing this on your own would be really difficult. You definitely need someone to help you put it on. But getting that boost pipe was a bit of a challenge, because you have to sort of push it onto the boost pipe as you're hooking it on. But obviously it's in now. So yeah, we've just got to sort the horns out, which sit on top of there, and then we're ready to put the rest of the boost pipes on, and then we've got to figure out these bracket things. Right, just loosely putting the brackets on. As you can see, this is how they go. Obviously, you've got the 3 bolts that go into the bottom of the intercooler, and then on here you have a bolt and nut which sort of goes through this hole here on the, I'm guessing it's on the cradle for the radiator. So you just do that on both sides, do them all up. Obviously do them up loosely first, get it in position, then you can whack them up. Okay, so we are on, all fitted. Boost pipes are all done up, brackets are all done up. I'm just getting this number plate off because it's in the worst place ever, and it's been put on with mystical bolts and stuff. This is what we have to do, because it's an Allen key head that put it on with, and it's rotten to hell. So I'm going to hold the top of it, and then obviously undo the nut underneath. But yeah, so it'd be case putting the grill back on, putting the trace back on, putting the top cowling back on, and then we'll be ready to have the map loaded. I know, like you said, oh, well, you should need to paint it. I will be painting it. I'm going to spray it black with an orange airtec, but I'm waiting for the weather to go bad, because at the minute it's just too unpredictable. So I'll do it in the summer. Right then. We have a little bit of a problem here. Can you guys see what the issue is? For God's sake. Why would you do that?
I didn't even know you could get these in silver.
I don't, why would you do that? Guys, answer me, why would you do that? It's been painted with this on, like, so they must have went through the time of masking the plate up to paint this. Oh my God, right. Ashley's got some black paint. So so we're gonna hide that, I think.
To be fair, I didn't see the back either, but
no, yeah. God's sake. Well, Ash is now a painter as well as a rapper, so he's come a long way in the world, old Ash has.
Yep.
Oh, look at that, look, magic, look. You never even know. So we're all back together. As you can see, the master painter has redone the grill of that absolute farce of whoever done that before. So I say it looks pretty cool. It will look better when I get to paint it black. I must have the orange airtec, but for now I think it looks pretty cool. For now I'm just going to put the number plate up here, because I've got another plate on order. But I'm well chuffed with it, man. Right then, the intercooler's on, so now it's time to program the car. Hello, right, yours. Yes, whatever. So we want Mod C. Right, ready to go. So let's get it loaded. Right then, guys, that is it for this video. As you can see, it's all done and dusted. I'm chuffed to bits of it. Huge thanks to Ash from Masters Mods. As always, make sure you go and check out his channel. Link will be in the description for his channel if you want to go check out his car. Look, as you can see, it's wrapped. Looks absolutely epic. So yeah, I'm going to go test out the car now, see what Mod C feels like, and obviously I'll do a video for that for you next week, so I can sort of gauge the idea of how different it feels. So as always, guys, make sure you smash that like button. It really helps the channel out, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one.